we've talked over and over about resiliency. Just how big was this last couple minutes, especially with Mississippi State?
Yeah.
Just cutting into it.
You know, just start talking from the beginning of the game. You know, and we kind of use an analogy about a tug of rope. You know, tug of war. You know, it just seems like the other team's going to pull back. And what's been our resistance? What's been our resiliency when the other thing? And you look in the tug of war, you got to dig your feet in the sand. And I thought we kept on tugging back when they tried to make a run. We're down 3 at half, then to come back and go up 14 on a phenomenal team and physical, but just the resiliency mentally too. It's a lot mentally, you know. And you know, a lot of young guys there. 2 young guys are there at the end of the game, you know, some of the spacing again has been a problem against the press. You just can't run to the ball. You know, we kind of got away from them again. But man, I know my mind goes to that as a coach. But so many good plays. Let's just start with Sam Godwin. 17 and 10 on 8 shots. We talked in here, we needed more from that 5 spot. I thought between Mo and him, Mo gave us some good things. We got a lot of production from there. Kobe Elvis, I thought came in really. He was really, I think 9 points on 6 shots. Gave us a calming presence. Dayton made his minutes count. Came in, knocked down a shot, knocked down his free throws, got a steal. I thought Fears, you know, someone asked me about, he looks back like how he was earlier because 10 assists. You know, the ball's moving. He's getting it out of his hands when it should. I know he hit a lot of rolls. He's playing the right way. And I think that's just helping everybody's confidence because the ball's moving. It's getting touched. I thought we had some really, really good offense. But to have resilience to fight through that and to get a big quad 1 win, we needed that, and just happy for the guys that the narrative can switch with all that on their backs. We can move forward and chase another one next Wednesday.
Porter, they shot 73 shots. You shot 55. Normally, that's not a good way to win a game, but you were able to overcome it because you got to the free throw line. But talk about how your team overcame that and won the game.
You know, the offensive rebounds is very tough for them. They wedge you in there like some SEC teams, and they got 20 of them. And it almost, you know, but I thought for us, you know, I thought we were really efficient, you know, different things. But that normally, yeah, you see 18 more shots. The other thing, I did think we got to the foul line. We missed 10 free throws. That was, you know, tough. But I'm not looking at all the things. I can look at the other ones. I'm happy, so happy for those young men. You know, that they fought through hard and came out the other end with resiliency against a quad 1 game, and that just really puts that in the bank. And now we can change the narrative and move on and play with, you know, just continue this. I'm just really happy for them.
Porter, what has this 3-week stretch been like in terms of trying to keep the confidence up?
You know, it's faith. Faith. You know, we get put in different situations. The good Lord Jesus puts you in spots, but you got to trust, believe in the people you love. And that locker room, the belief, every day they come in there. You should have seen it last night. Wasn't even a hesitation. Whole team went to Dale, Oklahoma. We're all there courtside. Guys were in tears looking Dayton get that honor. And you don't like to see your family go through struggles. And we were all going through struggles. I've been through it. I'm a big boy. I can handle a lot. But for them to keep fighting through this, and you know, the crazy thing about it is to keep believing. There becomes a narrative, and we're right there. The NCAA tournament is right there, and that's what the belief you got to keep telling them, because that's the nugget. That's the nugget, and it's just a constant belief, just blocking out outside noise for them, and getting back and getting them better. Sam Godwin, man, what a game he had. Fears is playing better. You know, Jalen Moore played off 2 feet and kicked it out a couple times. He was playing the right way. For those guys, that's what the last 3 weeks has been. You know, just constantly transfer a belief that we're just block it out and play good basketball. And we haven't at a big thrust of time. And I'll take it from me. I'll start with me. And for the guys that, but there's a lot. There's basketball left, and this was a big step of getting back in the right direction.
Along those lines, you mentioned leadership with Jalen yesterday, really needing that from him more than anything. The first half was tough for him, but that second half, he hits a couple part of that, for that early run in the second?
It was huge. We talked about just his, the transfer of belief, his body language from the LSU game to this game. Like the whole time he was chirping in huddles. We got to execute the press breaker. Like you could just hear him. You could just, feel the belief in there. And that's what was different for Jalen Moore. And we talked about that is, for him that, you got 2 freshman guards in at crunch time. I think Duke was in there, Kobe was in there. And I go, if not you, who? In terms of transfer of belief. You're the one that's been here 2 years. You're the one that's, and I thought he did it. I thought he did it. He was loud the whole game. Even when he had 4 fouls, he didn't want to come sit with 4 fouls, but we knew we wanted him down the stretch.
You mentioned Duke there. Just where's he at after that?
Dr. Stoltenberg was our team dentist was in there when I left to do the radio, so I know his teeth weren't that pretty right now. So we'll have Doc do his magic, but he was doing fine when I left. We talked to him. He's he's just hustling. He was diving for a ball.
What does that say about him to want to go back in?
A lot. He's just toughness. And I know his box score won't say it, but, so he had some really good tough plays with that. And that's the joy, got different guys stepping up, and it was just really good. I mean, think about it. Our bench just gave us 19 points. Duke, Mo, and Dayton gave us 19. And then all of a sudden you got Sam was super productive. And that it equates.
Porter, what did you think of the way the guys handled the pressure of that final 50 seconds compared to
the pressure in terms of the press? Not good. Pressure against like the pressure of here we go again, found a way to get 2 stops. And that was it was almost the same scenario of 5. But it was more time left. So just that breeds confidence, instead of like, here we go again. But you gotta constantly teach young guys the concepts of running flat to the baseline, staying spaced, setting up your cuts. And we got to get better. But yeah, 2 different questions. How you handle the press and how you handle the pressure, two different things.
For the years, you said he's playing better. Did he go through what you call slump in the middle of the year after a pretty good start? Look, the description I'd say for today, maybe even in Florida, I thought he was outstanding.
So when you feel when you want it as bad as he does, and we all just think of it like you start to press. God, I want it so bad. When you're not having success, you just press harder. And when you're older, you kind of know how to fight through that and what to do to get through it. And I think he's figuring it out. Like we've really showed just so much film with him talking through it about the attention he's garnering, that when you give it up and you start hitting the rolls, you're skipping it for threes. He had 10 assists, but I think he could have had 15 or 16 tonight. It's the most he's set up guys, and it's the most points he's had in a while. And I think he's the correlation of understanding, hey, they're going to double me. I got to get it out of that trap fast. And we're playing 4-on-3. I thought he played such a better floor game, and it's been a process of teaching tons of film work with him, situational stuff. But he's also was confident scoring. He's always been confident. He's never not been confident scoring. But I think some things are freeing up for him because he's setting up other guys, and now they just can't load up on him.
What about his mindset today of accepting the contact, going to the line 14 times?
I'm telling you, Mississippi State is as physical as they come. I mean, Chris was an assistant of mine. I know how he's always coached. And you can just see the physical bodies of Mississippi State. It was and I thought he did a lot of good things. And we'll keep getting better, but I thought he did a lot of good things against their physicalness. The rebounding, we had a lot of backside rebounds against our guards. We got to clean that up. Out of the 20 rebounds, you're going to see how many of them were backside rebounds against our smaller guards. We've got to get inside, wedge them out, and do better with those.
Porter, you mentioned the outside noise. How exactly are you able to get these young guys who grow up online to kind of block that out? Because it seems like the negativity has just been kind of overwhelming.
It shows them there, like, where we are in terms of what a win will do for us. You know, we come in and the competition, and we stubbed our toe against LSU. There's no question about it. We blew a lead, and we should have had it. And you have to get them back down and sit in the room and just be like, where are we with our goal? We talked to this mission statement about we need to play better basketball to win games to get in the tournament. And it's just constantly to where we're at. Were we 40 teams off the bubble? No. And just it's about believing. And, you know, we still got 2 more home games, and I'm praying this thing's packed to give to against Kentucky, because they know it. They see it when they go on the road. We pull our bus up, and it's camping out. It's already full by an hour before the game. They know it. So to get these guys to believe that, man, we're right there. We're right there. The bubble, I mean, they see it. If they're going to listen to all the other stuff, might as well listen to where we are in the bubble, because it's right there. And it's just believing, understanding that in life, you know, Jesus puts us in spots. We have a lot of guys faith-driven on this team, and they understand that. And I have to lead with that by example. I've been through it. I've been a long time. That's what I said earlier. More of my care is about them, that they understand this is an opportunity they can remember for the rest of their lives. Some of them, this is his last go-around. We found a way to win tonight against a top 15, whatever the hell it is, team, against a very, very good team. And now they can't take that, notches it up. And we're going to have another opportunity Wednesday. And I hope everyone comes out, but that these young kids are human. They read it, they hear it, they see it, and they come to practice every day playing their ass off. They come to every day staying with it. And I couldn't be more joyous to coach that, because it could be the other way. It could be the other way. You know, these guys, I mean, to see them all go there to see Dayton last night, and to how hard the practice has been, and to get them rewarded, that is going to be, you know, we need to build on that momentum that they got rewarded. Thank you.
It's a huge confidence booster. Obviously, we started the season really well, and we hit a rough patch, but we just had to remember, like, we're still that team, and just kind of shift our mentality back to, like, being aggressive, being killers, like how we started the year. So just getting back in the win column feels great, but we know we got to get a couple more to get to where we want to go.
It felt great, just getting another win. I think we did a great job this week in practice and staying focused and kind of getting our confidence back and getting our groove back. And I think we did a great job today playing how we was playing to start the season.
Jeremiah, you mentioned getting confidence back. What's been that struggle just in terms for the entire team of trying to stay up when you're going through these struggles?
It was hard. You could just tell a couple people kind of lost their confidence, but today, obviously, everybody got their confidence back and got their groove back. And we just got to keep rolling with it, especially Tuesday coming up. It's going to be a big game.
Jeremiah, what does that mean for you guys when Sam has the kind of game that he had today?
Man, Sam played great today. He stepped up and he did everything we needed him to do, even more. And I think that kind of helped us as well, especially when he shows up the way he showed up today.
Sam, it seems like you were extra aggressive today. What was working for you?
I mean, just the game plan the coaches put in, that my teammates building trust in me to take these shots and be aggressive and attack. I mean, just having everybody pour confidence into me helped me see it myself and just helped me be aggressive.
Jeremiah, at the end of the game, you guys still struggled a little bit getting the ball in, but you handled it better than you did the last time. Talk about just getting the ball in at the end of the game.
It was something we worked on all week in practice. We knew kind of it was going to come down to something like this, and we spent a lot of time on it in practice, which kind of helped us later in the game.
Obviously, one win doesn't save the season, but what do you guys got to do to really, kind of seize this momentum?
Just build off the energy. I think we started the game really good today. Everybody's been super positive and just uplifting each other. I think if we keep doing that, we're going to stack some wins together and hopefully get in the tournament.
Yeah, I agree with Sam. We just got to continue to stay positive and just continue to carry on the momentum to the next game.
Sam, what will it be like facing off against Ortega for the first time?
Yeah, it's going to be different. Obviously, he was here for 2 years. He's a great guy. He's been killing it this year, so it's going to be different competing against him on a different team, so it'll be fun.